you're going to have to do it this way. And so we came up with this metaphor. We're going to climb this ladder. We're going to first start voluntarily, and then we're going to keep pushing it. He's a bit of a weenie. He had a lot of problems.
A bit of a what?
Oh, he's a weenie. He's like, he didn't have the courage to like come with the dog. He's very cool. So I have mixed feelings about it.
New York City COVID czar Dr.Jay Varma has been fired from his current job after confirming reports that he attended sex parties and a rave when the pandemic was at its peak. Varma has been let go as executive vice president and chief medical officer at Sega Technologies. The news of his dismissal was revealed in an SEC filing on Monday. Last week, Varma admitted to attending the parties after being caught on hidden camera video talking about it. It took place at a time when Varma was telling New Yorkers to stay away from others to stop the spread of COVID-19.
What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this raining Tuesday. I'm doing well myself. Well, it appears that we have another, how can I say, Diddy situation right here. As you know, fate would have it, it will have ex-NYC COVID czar, okay, Dr.Jay Varma, fired because he was caught admitting to attending Freakoffs during the height of the pandemic. Back in the, about 4 years ago now? Something like that. You see, all the while telling us over here in the United States to social distance, he was somewhere getting his freak on, him and his wife. You understand? I mean, attending these drug-fueled sex parties. Okay? And that's just what it is. And now, being that he got busted, they fired him. And rightfully so. You understand what I'm saying? Because, see, it's one of those things like, well, you know, I'm going to tell you one thing and I'm going to do another. And that's what he did. You know, but now what he's trying to do is actually walk back what he said, what he got busted for saying while he was being taped. And he didn't even know he was being taped. He's trying to walk it back now and say that his words was taken out of context. You know, well, the thing is this. Your action speaks louder than your words. You was caught at this so-called freak-off. You understand? Doing what you do. You understand? Freaking off at the height of the pandemic. You understand what I'm saying? When people was catching this mysterious virus or whatever. You understand? And they was telling us to shelter in place. You understand what I mean? Don't go out. Don't do nothing. You understand? I mean, a lot of things happened during this time. You know, people lost their jobs, all kinds of stuff. While you was getting down, getting your freak on. You see, at these parties, underground little parties and stuff like that. But be that as is, now, like I said, he's trying to walk it back. So what we want to do is listen to him, and then we'll come back and finish the commentary. Check this out.
The city's COVID czar, former COVID czar, Dr.Jay Varma, is not denying that he partied during the pandemic, but he says his shocking comments caught on hidden camera are taken out of context. Let's get right to Good Day's Briella Tomasetti. She is live at City Hall this morning with the latest. Briella, good morning.
Tashani, good morning to you. And if you're just catching up, Dr. Jay Varma was caught on camera, secretly recorded talking about how he hosted drug-fueled sex parties, went to underground raves, and had to, quote, be kind of sneaky about it because he was running the entire COVID response in the city. Former Mayor de Blasio praised him for his handling of the pandemic, which included a highly controversial vaccine mandate that got some people fired and forced others to quit their jobs. Neither de Blasio, who appointed Varma, or the current mayor, Eric Adams, commented on the scandal, but this certainly isn't the last we'll be hearing about it.
Do you think you'd have gotten like a hard time if like the population, like New York City found out that you were having sex parties during COVID?
Yeah, it would have been real nervous.
Yeah.
In a scathing video released by conservative podcaster Steven Crowder, Dr. Jay Varma, New York City's former COVID czar, boasts about throwing sex parties during the height of the pandemic. The clips posted to Crowder's YouTube channel seem to have been compiled from several different recordings where Varma is caught on camera speaking to a woman about hosting drug-fueled orgies with his wife and attending underground dance parties with more than 200 people. In a statement released to the New York Times, Varma said he was targeted by an operative for an extremist right-wing organization determined to malign public health officials and take down the public health system in America. He added, "I stand by my efforts to get New Yorkers vaccinated against COVID-19. Varma didn't deny the recordings were real, but said they'd been spliced, diced, and taken out of context. He also admitted to attending 3 gatherings between August 2020 and June of 2021.
Everything that we do to prevent infections, keeping distance, wearing masks, washing our hands, we need to be even more rigorous about.
During that same exact time period, Varma regularly appeared on Fox 5, encouraging New Yorkers to mask up, stay home, and practice social distancing as public health officials sought to contain the deadly virus.
These new variants account for 51% of all cases that we have in the city right now.
He also sat next to former Mayor Bill de Blasio, who tapped him for the job during daily news briefings, updating New Yorkers about the city's progress in stopping the spread. Elected officials on both sides of the aisle are now speaking out. Joe Borelli, the city council's Republican minority leader, told The Times, "I recall being treated like a pariah for pointing out the obvious at that time, that many of our so-called leaders were just making up illogical rules as they went along. Still, I couldn't have predicted how full of it they actually were." Democratic City Councilman Robert Holden called on the current mayor, Eric Adams, to investigate, telling the paper in part, "It's alarming, especially with so many first responders, city workers, and everyday New Yorkers losing their jobs." After working for the city, Varma went on to become medical director at Weill Cornell Medical College's Center for Pandemic Prevention and Response. Now he is the executive vice president and chief medical officer at pharmaceutical company SIGA Technologies. No word yet on how this news may impact his current job. For now, we're live here outside City Hall. Dana Tashani, back to you.
All right, Briella, thank you.
Now, I highly doubt that he gets the Diddy treatment after being exposed, during the height of the pandemic, telling us one thing, to mask up, shelter in place, and what have you, while he's somewhere not masking up, you understand what I mean? Probably not even strapping up, if you understand what I'm saying, doing what he was doing, probably going in raw dogging and every damn thing. He wasn't worried about catching no so-called COVID. He wasn't worried about it. What is that all about? Why wasn't he worried about catching this particular virus around 200 some people? A party, containing, from what it said, 200 some people, while engaging in these particular actual acts. You understand what I'm saying? Let's sum up with this. It's something funny about this situation, And like the lady said, there's a lot of people lost their jobs, during this era, you understand, and all other kind of things, I think this man needs the Diddy treatment. He needs to be treated just like Diddy. He needs to be further investigated. You understand? Because this was even worse. The thing is this, not that I'm excusing what Diddy was doing, because I'm not, but at least it was personal. You understand? I mean, don't get it twisted. Those people that were engaging in those freak-offs made a choice to do it. Didn't nobody make them do nothing, and nobody made Cassie do it either. She was there because she wanted to be there. Trust and believe that, regardless of what is being showed to the public. But Dr.Jay Varma here, hey, this dude misled a lot of people right here. He misled a whole nation. He fear-mongered this particular virus. I mean, all of it. But like I said, he's not going to get the Diddy treatment. He's not. He needs to, though. Even more so. They need to raid his house and see what they find. You see what I'm saying? That's all I got on this one, people. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular situation right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on it in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.